Right, so I asked you guys last week for video ideas, and I was reminded of a series I watched almost 5 years ago, Off the Grid by Stickbot Central. Done entirely with stop motion, the original version ran for 6 seasons, but I'm only going to be looking at season 1 today. Let's get into it. Overly dramatic soundtrack. Obvious clear tack is obvious. This camera pan is not nearly as smooth as it pretends to be. Lightsabers. Watching it back, it's very obvious the creator of this series has a very large pop culture figurine collection. The fade transition on this guy's editing software is going to get worn out by the end of this video.
Maybe it's something out there is out to get us, Stickbots.
Why have they packed all of these missing posters on top of each other? There's plenty of barren wall right there. Also, half of the bots on these missing posters are right there in that crowd. Call me racist, but they all look exactly the same. Police brutality.
Alright, Sheriff. If you security Stickbots were just doing your job in the first place, we wouldn't be having these problems.
Anarchist robot. I'd hate to be living in this house when it rains. Random city skyline wallpaper.
Why don't you try and see what each incident has in common and go from there?
Obvious investigation advice. How is Pixel supposed to know where the road starts to leave this trash?
Wait a minute, all these disappearances occurred at night.
That is some flimsy-ass evidence. Government-funded radio systems. I think I recognize this character from somewhere. Honestly, I could do this almost any time a new character is introduced, so I'm going to stop here. Why are there lockers in this hospital room?
Ah, you're awake!
Creepy doctor standing in the corner waiting to say, you're awake. This headband doesn't go all the way around the doctor's head.
Your new servos haven't settled in.
So, you're not going to help him off the floor?
I requested backup that night. Why wasn't anyone deployed to help me?
How do you remember all of this?
Where's the security footage?
Gone. Whatever attacked the station cleared out the databanks.
This is why we make backups, people.
I guess it's up to me alone to protect the grid.
That won't be necessary, Striker.
Convenient timing.
They'll be deployed on every corner of the grid.
Now that's a bit overzealous.
Get out of my way.
Your access is denied. Failure to comply will result in your detainment.
Sure. Detainment.
Alright, so it looks like that's a dead end.
The grid is incredibly ungrid-like.
We really ought to stop trying to leave.
Breaking and entering.
Stop trying to leave. The Stickbots of the grid don't need to see their beloved sheriff trying to abandon them.
But didn't you just fire him?
The grid is safe.
Bollocks.
Meet me at the abandoned district in the outskirts.
This close-up is centered on Striker's neck instead of his face.
Hello there.
What is it with stickbots and standing in corners ominously?
There's no other reason to come all the way out here to the outskirts.
That line sucks.
That there's a world out there. A world beyond the grid.
I thought this was made abundantly clear by the fact that something came from it and kidnapped his wife.
Why wouldn't he want me to know about that?
Because he's right where he wants to be, Striker. On top.
Off the grid, a warning against dictatorships.
Last chance to step back, Striker.
He's holding this knife backwards.
Sheriff Striker, it's an honor to join you on this rescue mission.
They shake with their left hands. These shots are really well done.
Let's take a break here before moving on.
Why?
Are these really necessary? Better safe than sorry, Sheriff. You don't know what's in these tunnels.
Foreshadowing.
Raptus, I haven't seen you since the Great Stickbot War.
Random, vaguely described war.
When we came to the new world, we were greeted with its nightmares.
This guitar solo doesn't fit with the tone of this scene at all.
We should have taken off while we could. But my pride got the best of me.
How is this stickbot Raptus? Raptus is solid grey, but this one's translucent.
I was no match for it.
Clearly.
But you survived.
I suppose I did.
Why are you acting like this is a surprise?
Deep inside, I know that somewhere out there, Pixel's waiting for me.
Magic love bond. Plot twist time.
No way! Remember what happened to that last guy that tried to run?
What last guy?
Exactly. There is no more last guy.
Ominous warnings.
Hey, I suddenly don't feel like I'm dying anymore.
Appropriate reaction.
This patch is smaller than before.
Well, yeah, probably because he killed the last guy. What the hell was in that thing that it let it act as a grenade and an EMP? Link pulls off some Jedi magic.
Pixel, we cannot wait for you any longer.
Why do you feel the need to constantly poke your head out and get shot at? She can still hear you from behind the column.
You're all smart enough to know what will happen if you run away.
Hey,
He's clearly not.
who do you think you are?
Even more Jedi magic.
Shit. Yeah, sure. Get the transport started.
Did you really need him to tell you that? Those turrets were about as helpful as this channel.
Man the turrets.
Now that's not the direction the aliens are coming from.
There's too many of them. We're not gonna make it.
How do you know that? There's been absolutely no indication that this is the case.
I always wanted to be a hero like you, Sheriff. But I was never brave enough.
Shift gives this monologue to absolutely nobody. Stryker is way too far away to hear it by now.
We could have held them off.
This isn't some little conflict you're used to resolving in the grid.
But he's still completely correct. You could have definitely held them off.
It'll be here by the time the engine starts.
Bollocks. Conveniently placed hole is convenient. So you're telling me multiple morons have fallen down this hole and ended up dead? Why are you screaming? It's not Pixel. You don't know any of these bots. Oily survival tips.
What's a little stick bot like you doing?
Psycho murder robot girl. I'm starting to notice a trend in the kind of shows I watch. Calm down, Stryker. You're hyperventilating. There is no way that single shot brought down this whole section of roof. Okay, come on now. Razor talons for hands, psychotic laughter, reassembling yourself after the protagonist almost kills you. Did Liam watch this thing while designing the murder drones?
You spent our entire fight running from me. Why would I play a game with you that I would obviously win?
Yeah, but you were the one who got crushed by a roof slab, so I don't think you can make that call.
Just shoot already!
Why does everyone and their grandma have Jedi Force powers here? Contemplating your weapon choice. The random ear rape is completely unnecessary.
This isn't making any sense.
If I had a nickel for every time Stryker fell down a conveniently placed hole, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
But I can.
Bingo! Because you are pure of heart.
Ridiculous pure of heart gate is ridiculous.
And what guarantee do I have that you won't just end my life there and then?
Well, that's reassuring. Flashbacks.
It's nothing you need to worry about.
Well, that's not reassuring at all.
You're right. Why is there a bone rattling sound effect here?
She was right. There is an opening.
It would be kind of awkward if there wasn't. Random chess piece. Stickbot Central is a man of religion.
Gotcha.
This guy waits for Stryker to fumble the cup before attacking again. Forcing a captive to drink the blood of his people. This elevator got rusty in between shots.